Welcome to the Collective Experience, our sneak peek presentation to give you some insights as it relates to the upcoming Collective Experience Conference. I would like to thank the team at Tourism Diversity Matters who has helped to put this presentation together. Our Director of Operations, Yvonne Drayton, our Executive Assistant, Sophia Mendoza, as well as our newly appointed apprentice, Amber Duggar, and our Vice President of Marketing and Communication, Cambria Jones. I would also give a shout out to our friends over at Miles Partnership, who have been fantastic in terms of developing a lot of the incredible creative for the sneak peek, or even for more information, the collective experience. We are really excited to present to you this very short, brief sneak peek as it relates to our upcoming collective experience conference. The sneak peek is really just an opportunity for you to learn some of the inner workings of the upcoming conference and to tell you some of the insights that will certainly be exciting. So it's a short 15 minutes. We'll end with a brief video, and then after that, we'd like to turn your day back over to all of you. So there are a lot of people who've asked questions, and maybe as a way to start, the sneak peek is to once again tell you what is the conference about. And it's simply put, where diversity, equity, and inclusion will intersect with corporate and academic strategies. And we'll certainly have an alignment of the perspectives around diversity, equity, and inclusion from the academic sector and how it connects to our corporate community. But it is really tied to inviting CEOs, corporate leaders, chief diversity officers, government officials, and university educators to really talk about some of the necessary strategies in order to be effective in their DEI efforts. We are so excited to have the conference held at the Hilton Penns Landing Philadelphia Hotel. It's a beautiful property located right on the waterfront, and I would encourage all of you to visit us at tdmcollective.com to learn more about the Hilton Penns Landing and, of course, about the conference. Now, during this webinar, our team from Tourism Diversity Matters will continue to send out information through the chat of how you can register. And if you're not registered, please be sure to register. And if you want to be able to tell people about our conference, then please use the hashtag 2023 TDM Collective. We're really excited about this conference, and most importantly, that we're able to hold it in Philadelphia. But work like this is not done without the support of an incredible planning committee led by two incredible co-chairs. Sophia Heiderhock, who is the Chief Diversity Officer at Destinations International, and Greg Karen, who is here in Philadelphia and is President and CEO of the Philadelphia Convention and Visitors Bureau. They have worked tirelessly to lead a very robust and diverse group of planning committee members to produce a high quality and a very informative and impactful conference. So we look forward to you having an opportunity to meet both Sophia and Greg at the conference, but I'm sure you will see more information presented from both of them as we move forward. And a conference like this could not be done without the support of sponsors. And as you can see, we have many. And while I certainly don't want to omit anyone, there are a couple that really helped to lift our conference from the very beginning. So I would point out to our parent company, Searchlight Global, and our conference management group, which is Conference Direct. And of course, our partner producing all of this is the PHL CBB, or better known as the Philadelphia Convention and Visitors Bureau. And without any doubt, the marketing and communication strategy of Miles Partnership is to make sure that you are completely aware of all things associated with the conference. And for all of the other sponsors who are listed here, please take our heartfelt thank you for supporting our organization. And we've already started sharing a lot of information about your organizations through our social media. But we early on wanted to thank you because without your contribution and without your support, we would not be able to produce the conference. Well, so let's talk a little bit more about the sneak peek. Let's talk about some of the high-level keynotes that we have. But let's start with what I'm excited to share, especially during Hispanic Heritage Month, our MC. In Philadelphia, it's our own, very own Jennifer Rodriguez, who will serve as our MC. Jennifer is the president and CEO of the Greater Philadelphia Hispanic Chamber of Commerce and is without any doubt one of the most knowledgeable experts in terms of the growth and expansion of the Latino community. And she'll certainly share a lot more of that during the conference. but she's also beautiful and smart, and I think will serve as an absolutely fantastic MC. So for those of you who are in Philadelphia, I encourage you to do a shout out to Jennifer on social media and thank her for devoting her time to be our MC during the conference. So our opening speaker, well, he is also a Philadelphia favorite, but he's moved to Washington. So our opening keynote speaker is Jonathan D. Lovitz. He serves as the Director of Public Affairs and Senior Advisor for the Economic Development Administration Department for the Department of Commerce. And he is, without any doubt, one of the inside noble individuals around commerce and, most importantly, the business growth and the business impact of the tourism sector. Jonathan is fantastic. He's charismatic. He's a lot of fun. And for the enthusiasm that we need in order to lift the conference, I think he is the perfect fit. So our opening keynote speaker is Jonathan Lovitz. Moving forward, we have an academic think tank, and I have to admit, we have some incredible, knowledgeable academics who are involved in that. And it's being led in part by Carl Boger, and he is a distinguished chair at the College of Global Hospitality at the University of Houston. He is involved in some incredible research in terms of developing more BIPOC faculty, but in addition to his participation in the research and the think tank, he is just an incredible knowledge expert that has really expanded the reach and sharing the information to his entire global network. So we truly thank you for being our representative for the academic think tank. Moving forward, we are excited to feature Karsten Beck. He will be our keynote for the CEO Roundtable. The CEO Roundtable, we're excited, will be led by a gentleman who is a director and futurist at the Copenhagen Institute for Future Studies. He is an amazing individual who really focuses on megatrends, and we're excited that he's coming in from Copenhagen to add a more international interpretation of issues such as diversity, equity, and inclusion, workforce, as well as the tourism industry in general. So I look forward to welcoming Karsten, and I hope all of you will be completely engaged in his conversation as he helps us look at the past, the present, and the future in terms of diversity, as well as workforce and tourism. But a program needs an incredible closure, and I am really excited to announce that Steve Pemberton will serve as our closing luncheon keynote. He is a fantastic thought leader in the diversity, equity, and inclusion space. He is a best-selling author, a philanthropist, as well as an acclaimed speaker. And what's exciting about Steve is his experience leading organizations and their DEI efforts. I am excited that he will join us and serve as our luncheon speaker, and he will not disappoint you. So please stay through the luncheon and make sure you're able to join Steve as he closes out our program. All right, so we're at 11:08. I think I'm still on track in order to end us by 11:15. I did just want to say we have a fantastic program, and we thank all of our keynote speakers for the valuable time and expertise that they bring to the program. But I did want to point out to you, as a part of the program, there are some really engaging sessions, and we want to make sure that you know that our conference will certainly be engaged with some of the hard-hitting issues that are associated with diversity, equity, and inclusion. So to give you an idea of some of the sessions, there's DEI, politics and culture. There's another session integrating DEI for results. One that I'm really excited about is understanding the impact of the Supreme Court affirmative action decision, as well as supplier diversity, and then a closing session that will include that focuses on accessibility. So our programming is really hard hitting, and I think will certainly serve as a very thought-provoking way of engaging in the conversation of diversity, equity, and inclusion. But yet there's more. So let me just move on. I did want to reiterate, we do have the academic think tank. This is a very unique component to the program, that you have these scholarly individuals who will focus on issues and information that is really imperative to the next generation of leader. So the think tank is really focused on the perspective of industry and academia and how we can come together, learn, discuss, and really debate some of the topics associated with the future of DEI. Some of the academic institutions that are involved: San Diego State Tourism and Hospitality Program, Temple University School of Sport, Tourism, and Hospitality, as well as Ohio State. We have many other academic institutions that are involved, but those three were really taking the lead in terms of helping to establish our program from the very beginning. So in order to know where you're going, you have to know where you began. And I wanted to also share that we will do a special acknowledgement for Ed McNeil. He's the president and CEO of Lodging Media. And for those of you who are in the hotel industry, Lodging Media is without any doubt one of the more notable and trusted resources and publications around the hotel sector. Ed actually created the first diversity conference in Boston in 2016. And over the years, it has certainly evolved and has had a variety of organizations who have helped to take it where it is today now as the collective experience. But I did want to make sure that during the conference that we do a shout out to someone who had the forethought to create a program where thought leaders and academics could come together and talk about diversity, equity, and inclusion. So Ed, thank you, and we look forward to seeing you at the awards dinner on October 23rd. So our diversity award, and we are truly excited about this, will be presented to the NAACP. Dr. Leon H. Russell, who is the board chair for the NAACP, will be on hand in order to receive the award. Now, many of you know that the NAACP has had decades of work that they have done in order to fight the fight for civil rights. But I think within the environment that we live today, it's even more important that we support organizations like the NAACP. And we're thrilled that they'll be on hand to accept our award. So congratulations to the NAACP, and we look forward to continued collaboration. And speaking of collaboration, during the course of our dinner, we are truly excited to announce that our own Martha Sheraton, the president and CEO of Meet Boston, will facilitate a fireside chat between Dr. Russell as well as Jeff Freeman, the president and CEO of U.S. Travel Association. It's really important as we continue to evolve and see the success of our tourism industry. And without any doubt, our rebound from COVID has been fantastic. But how does that success really align with the efforts around civil rights to ensure that people can travel safe and have wonderful, memorable experiences? And during the course of this fireside chat, Martha Sheraton will lead a very engaged as well as informative discussion, but most importantly, an opportunity to see that both our association, the NAACP, are aligned on the issues of growing our industry and issues of civil rights. So this is something you do not want to miss. So please, if you haven't registered for the dinner, please be sure to do so. And once again, our team will continue to drop information in the chat that will tell you about our conference and how, in fact, you can join the proceedings. So we're at 11:12. Wow, we did a great job. I just want to point out to each and every one of you, the collective experience is an amazing opportunity for thought leaders, for business leaders, for academics to come together and talk about the imperative issues of diversity, equity, and inclusion. And we're thrilled to host it in Philadelphia on October 23rd and 24th. It is a very short conference. It starts at 11 a.m. on the morning of October 23rd, and we end at lunch on October 24th. But it was without any doubt incredibly filled with a variety of information that will certainly leave you wanting more and hopefully join us in 2024. So in closing, we just want to show you our brief video that gives you good insight about our conference. And once again, thank you for joining us today.
Save the date for Tourism Diversity Matters 2023 DEI Conference in Philadelphia. TDM is dedicated solely to all dimensions of diversity, equity, and inclusion, guiding the tourism industry forward with outstanding expertise to advance DEI excellence. TDM's DEI conference is designed for CEOs, corporate leaders, chief diversity officers, government officials, and university-level educators and administrators who are seeking new, innovative, forward-thinking diversity, equity, and inclusion strategies. Join us in Philadelphia in 2023.